Hey there guys, Frankomatic here, and it's been a while, but we are going to play a C64 game. I think I mentioned this way back in the day, and I'm just now getting back to it. It's been a very long time since I played this. Who needs instructions? I played this once, I can handle it. Who cares? Way back when, you may have remembered I played a game called Beachhead, and I did well enough. This here is the sequel, Beachhead 2, The Dictator Strikes Back. I bet some of you thought I was joking when I said that was the title. This game was really kind of intended to be played as a two-player, but you can play it one player, and I'm going to do that as kind of a explanation of how the game works. If I can convince her to do so, I might have Cess play around against me. Well, this game is split up into 4 minigames, shall we say? And they are, what's the best way to describe this? Non-symmetrical, let's say. This is the first scene. The Dictator controls that gun down at the bottom. Right now, the Allies, aka me, control this helicopter. And our job is to get our men safely behind these walls. For landing men, the Allies get points. The Dictator gets points for intersecting bullet and man. And he gets way more points for killing than you do for landing, so you really want to not try and keep them from getting killed if you can. Each wall can hold a certain number of guys. The gun, actually, if I remember right, moves considerably faster when it's not being shot, but it's very hard to figure out exactly where you're aiming unless you're firing bullets. I also really like the trail of bullet holes it leaves. I think that's a cool effect. Okay, that's all the dudes.
Follow me, man.
And now, our goal is to move forward. Dudes are gonna die. There is really no way around that. Oh man, I am doing a shitty job. Holy cow. Holy crap, did I manage to get a single dude? A couple. These guys, however, are totally fucked. Sorry, man, I am like the worst commander. Yeah, this game pretty heavily favors the Dictator. The real way to get points in this section is to blow up that turret, which I screwed up. And that guy is not close enough. You also get points for getting dudes in. Whoa. you get way more points for blowing up the gun. Shit. Which I would love to show off, but that's not going to happen. I have gotten too bad at this game. Okay, here's the secret. You pretty much have to sacrifice a dude for this to work. Boom. The AI is really, really good at this as the Dictator. It's slightly more fair if you have a person playing both sides. Not a lot. But at least somewhat. I am making a bit of a catch-up, though. Maybe it won't be quite the blowout I was worried it was going to be, now that I finally remembered how you actually do this. Uh-oh. Run for it, man! Yeah, I'm a little behind. But that's phase 1. Phase 2 is rescue. Which I would say is maybe a little more balanced towards... Oh. The allied player. The Dictator in this stage is sending out all of the various things. Sorry, bro. The tanks, the guy with the rocks up there. The little gun truck. And the ally controls this gun turret. No, 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 you don't. The ally's goal is to rescue these dudes. The Dictator's goal is to use these weapons to kill the dudes. And that guy is fucked. Yep. Once again, he gets way more points for killing your dudes than you do for saving them. I am pretty bad at this game against the AI, if you didn't notice. Of the various traps, the stone dropping dude and the mine layer are probably the ones you want to worry about the most. The tank's very slow and doesn't actually do anything other than run the guy over. Which is easy enough to stop. The other gun truck that pops up will shoot the dude if it gets in line with him. But as long as you're not stopping your guy, which is a valid tactic to protect him from a rock or a mine if you need a little extra time. Generally won't catch up. And the tanks can't spawn when the dudes are within a certain distance of the right side. the gun trucks can't spawn similarly. When dudes are within a certain distance of the left side, as a sort of fairness measure. This scene takes a while, as you may have noticed. Uh-oh. I will probably split the little instructional video we've got going on here. After this round, just because it takes so frickin' long. If I hadn't lost my software that allowed me to do so, I'd speed this up. But then you'd miss me talking about nothing. I know that's the real reason you guys watch this stuff. Man, I have made a real mess of this place. It's gonna be expensive to fix all these holes. Maybe I am the bad guy. Oop. Get out of here. Yeah, in my experience, the first phase tends to be a pretty bad blowout in favor of the Dictator. This is where the Allies can catch up. As long as you don't screw up too many times and get too many of your dudes dead, you will get a lot of points. Because you get a good boost for saving a guy. No, you don't. You get 200 points. But you get points for every single one of these things that you blow up. Whereas the only way for the Dictator to get points is to kill dudes. So if you're a reasonably good shot, the stage isn't too bad. The hitbox on the tank's a little weird. Oh god. Whew, that was close. So the one thing about that tank, if it runs a dude over, your guy makes this, like, horrifying scream. Which we'll probably hear later, as I think the same sound effect is used in another game. In a way that is unavoidable. Oop, get the tank. You know what, I'm gonna just let that gun truck go away. It can't turn back around. And a new guy is going to be spawning right there. If you're playing as the Dictator, you actually have control directly of what spawns. And for the dude in the mine layer, control of them. You press a direction. Uh-oh. And the fire button to spawn dudes. Up for the rock dropper, right for the tank. I believe left spawns the gun truck that comes from the left, and down spawns the mine dropper. I don't remember. You can spawn multiple things at the same time, but you can only control directly either the mine layer or the rock thrower. Not both. You also have direct control of the timing with which the rock thrower and the mine layer set out their things. The mines can be shot. They're kinda hard to hit. Shit. They're kind of hard to hit, but if you're in a bad spot, you can do it. And I think if one gets laid, you have to, because I don't think killing the mine layer will get rid of any mines he's already set down. On the plus side, I think he can only lay one at a time. I don't think he can have multiples on the screen. You might notice I'm totally ignoring the gun trucks. They are basically useless in this game. Unless you can set up a situation where the other player has to stop his guy a few times. They'll basically never catch up. And the AI is basically incapable of setting up that situation. I mean, it spawns things as it can, but as long as you are fairly quick, it'll never really have a good chance. Except right at the start of a new guy. If you get slow on the draw, you will lose dudes on the left side of the screen to the spawn camping mine layer and rock thrower. The AI always does that. The other thing to watch is when you kill that tank. If you are unlucky, you can kill it right at the edge of where the game will be able to spawn another one, and then you don't have a lot of time to protect him. Also, the weird hitbox for the tank. Hit that little gray square in the tread. That's, I guess, like a fuel tank or something? It causes the tank to blow up. Your bullets just kind of phase through or bounce off otherwise. Uh-oh. Did I screw it up? No. Oh, that gun truck actually got a little close. Yeah, your gun is considerably faster when you're not firing. Oh, shit. Well, that's what happens if the gun truck lines up. He just fires instant kill bullets. I'm at the point now where I'm so far ahead that even if I lose all these dudes, it won't be a thing, so I'm not super concerned. And there's the scream. I might have said even if I lose all these dudes, but I'm going to lose all these dudes apparently. I have lost my touch. Actually, this time, since the gun truck's out of the way, I can ignore it safely. Alright. And that's that. Actually, I don't think I need to break it. Let's just continue on. Let's just do this in one big video. I haven't uploaded a long video for you guys in a while. Yeah, there we go. We're back in a somewhat okay spot here. Escape. This is I'd say this is kind of in the Dictator's favor, but that's because I'm bad at shooters. This is a shooter. We need to load dudes. And try to get them out. Take half the dudes. And then oh, that was excellent. You get a few shots at this. And it's not easy. The fact that I can't remember the height you have to be at to hit that tank doesn't help. Whoa. Also, flying under the bridges is a little tricky, actually. Whoa. And yeah, you can blow up those weird little things. And then there's this. Oh, hey, I got that one. Alright, these guys are gonna get free. Once again, the Dictator gets points for, murdering you. You get points for dudes that you rescue. I think if you're playing two-player, the Dictator can control the side-to-side motion of the tanks and their shots. Everything else is kind of a static obstacle. I think, as I said, it's been a while since I've actually played this two-player. You have no way to speed up your helicopter. All you can do is dodge, shoot, hope for the best. Should be a tank coming up here. There we go. And blow up these buildings too. I think you get points for blowing shit up as the allies, as well as escaping. Once you get used to leading the shots against the AI, it gets a little easier. Unless you fly right into a bullet because you're not paying attention. Whoops. Okay, tank. I think as the allies you have 3 helicopters to try and get all your dudes out. Okay, so for the bridges it's a little bit under max height. I'm pretty certain if you hit the, whoa, road barrier arm, you crash and die. And you know what? I take it back. If you are any good at this kind of a game, this is way in the Allies' favor. If you're not very good at this kind of game, it's a little different. Okay, blow up the tank. Is there another one? No. Up the top, down a little bit. No doors this time, huh? Okay. Well, I'm doing better than usual. I've actually escaped twice. And now we have to take everyone that's left. So if you're not confident in your abilities, the last run is the hardest. You'll want to try and take more dudes in the early runs. The main difference in the difficulty levels is the tanks get way faster. To the point that if you're trying to kill them, you end up having to get uncomfortably close. So make sure you've got some room to maneuver. Oop. Dead. How many chances do you get per thing? Do you have to get killed 3 times in a row to lose? I don't remember. Get some more points while I can. This is going pretty bad. Oh. I blew it. Oh, that's it. I'm still ahead, though. And now the last phase is battle. This is another long one, so strap yourselves in. It is my favorite, though. It's a pretty cool thing. Yep, it is a friggin' knife fight between the Dictator and the Allied commander. This is the only game out of there that I would say is 100% decided by skill. And I am not very good at it. It might be that the AI is actually just really competent. But the first one to take, I think it's 5 knives. Nope, 4. Goes down. And the winner gets an extra set of points. And there's 9 rounds. Aside from shuffling up and down in a sort of awkward manner. You can also jump and duck. I've never really found the ability to do either of those things particularly useful. But you can do it. I think you can have 2 knives in the air, and this really kind of becomes a game of outfoxies. You gotta try and predict what they're gonna do.
You can't hurt me.
I just did. If this ends up being like an hour-long video, I apologize, but... Ha! I think I got this in the bag. I think the Allies have this won at this point, assuming I don't really, really blow it here. Oh, shit. It can be a little tricky to tell when you're going to get hit. And if you're unlucky, getting hit once can lead to getting hit a bunch of times in a row. Just like that. This whole game kind of plays like a cheesy action movie. I just noticed you get 2 bonus points if you win flawlessly. I never noticed that before. Damn, both those missed. So I'll be honest, I would love to see like a modern reimagining of this game. Or even just this knife fight sequence. I would love to see this redone as like an homage in some modern game. Because this is really nifty. Yatta. I do love these old games. Crud.
You can't hurt me.
Haha. That's a wild miss. And I'm gonna eat that. Okay. Gotcha. Now, I'm pretty sure I could lose all rounds from here out and the Allies would still win in the end. Yeah, it's just a score attack game and it's at its base. But a competitive score attack game that's actually literally competitive is kind of a neat idea. Whoa, whoa, what am I doing? Stop. Ouch. Oh, right in the face. That's no good. I never really did figure out the timing to actually dodge a knife via ducking. It just doesn't seem to work. It just seems to go right in my face every time. Oh, that was not a good throw. Okay.
You can't hurt me.
Dude, you've died 6 times in a row. Oh. That wasn't what I meant to do. Oh, this is a close one. Can I get him? No. Oh. Am I gonna lose this round? Get him, get him, get him! Nope. Ah. That got intense. 2 more. Can I shut him out entirely, or am I gonna finally lose a round? Ha! Whoop. One. Nope. One more. Come on. Yeah. Get out of here. Now that I've killed his 8 clones, it's time for the final match. And watch me lose this one now. I've set this up this way. Why did I throw that up? Oof. Oh. Yeah, this is going bad. Am I going to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory? Possibly. Tie game. Yes. Shutout. Domination. Oh. I really thought I was going to screw that up at the end. That, my friends, is Beachhead 2. That is a pretty decisive Allied victory. I played this game a lot as a kid, and I still like it to this day. I think it holds up pretty well. This might come back as a multiplayer episode. It might not. We will find out sometime in the future. But for now, later.